How do these switches make sense to these guys? Bro, you're gonna get fucking snuck by this. Hello? Please don't fucking this.
The door's tripped out, George.
I don't think that fucking matters at this point.
What the hell? This game is glitched out. Game of life is evil, my twin. I don't understand what the hell it is. Leviosa!
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good to blast the oxygen pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token for a poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lit a boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Leviosa. A levitation charm.
Levioso.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned unspeakable is of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Saying the dude on the other team when the guy that was battle that died. Why you make
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Thank you for the order. That's why I drew the way up.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected cast. This time, cast 3 at first, then the cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully has them. Now, well done.
Damn, when this thing fall? Wow. Shit stayed up forever. What the fuck?
Very good, but the best way to practice is duel. Start with you two. Duelist, take your marks.
So for a proper Hogwarts work.
I want a fair duel using both Levioso, basic cost, and Protego. You may be...
Yeah, you fake ass Zach and Cody.
I know. I do they will be lied to. Oh, I do.
That boy done.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you can get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to
Team Slithers.
If what I've seen today is any indicator, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must.
What's going on, Slick Boy?
Classroom duel is
How's life treating you, my brothers?
wizards, or as ever more likely goblins, is a different kettle of Grindelows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
What's happening, my boy?
I advise you to keep practicing if you can. Perhaps Sallow will have some ideas for you.
Sallow.
I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Niggas are strong, but they're not like.
All right. That's a spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Niggas are more man.
Class dismissed already with the easy. It's the best school ever.
Nice work. I enjoyed that.
Could be better, could be worse. Hell yeah, I hear you with that, bro. What's up, Caleb Fisher? But hell yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta take it one day at a time, man. Fridays are tough for me in the morning times, but then by the evening time it gets way better. I can't even lie. Friday mornings I be done. I be so damn tired.
I joined off. Give myself lucky I held back.
But can't complain, brother. I really can't complain. Shit, I'm blessed. We all blessed, man. We made it. You hear me? End of the week, life, and how life is supposed to be.
It's an exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
That ignores Agron the entire match. Not me. Those 35. 5, I don't know. That's the only thing you could have said, boss.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are for a reason. Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know.
It's crazy they're doing this already. It just started. What the hell?
Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
No, you're not.
Joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get rules. Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that. Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Bratton, Tower Rangers. If you're interested.
That boy already up to no good, brothers. Where his chest at? Hey, where is it? What the hell?
I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
I'm missing something. What the heck? Is there a chest in here?
I've been unburdened.
The thing is moving. What the hell?
I press on the left side.
All right, screw it. I don't care. Let's get out of here.
And that first one did literally 38%, so this one's gonna do like 20. It's gonna do like 20.
What do I do?
Luckily for me, who also walls the shit out of Aggro. Hold on. Wait, Aegis walked both of these niggas.
Lumos.
Aegis walked both of these niggas, bro.
All right, screw it.
Unburdened by what has been? Huh? What are you saying? Are you saying you don't understand how unburdened works?
I'm walking through the school. Hogwarts is really cool. They think they want to do. They realize I'm a cool. Ah, fuck it. Bro, this school feels endless.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
The school feels so vast and endless. It's almost scary.
Here, behind you. There are open seats here.
Thank you.
So, I am Nettie. So you are a new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
What the heck?
Welcome to Year 5 of Art. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Oh, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone hear the difference between the incantations of the change and growth charts? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Damn.
My, the sermon must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Obliviate?
Do you even remember how to perform it? Summoning, John. Hmm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take position opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed. Partnership is there. Thank you. Great stuff.
Like, it just like, people don't want you saying it. All right. You want to say? All right.
Banditos, Cossacks, Pomitos, Beats. If you ever heard of these names, then you already know. Texas isn't just a place to ride. It is a battlefield. We're talking about shootouts, highway wars, and a parking lot at Waco that turned into one of the deadliest biker clashes
Damn.
in American history. But the real question is, who actually runs Texas right now? Today, we're breaking down every major coup, every war, and how Texas became the most dangerous state in biker history. Let's get into it.
What's in
You are swift learner. I see a lot of potential. Remember,
Ghosts and the ghost sets. I'm stoked with ghosts. This is Demon's Row. Shout to everybody from Texas. The Lone Star State, with a pound of Texas in the comments.
As you all seem to have the basics down, then
Motorcycle clubs of Texas. If we're talking about Texas, we have to talk about the Banditos. In the world of outlaw bikers, there is one name that defines the Lone Star State, the Bandito Nation. Born in the humid marshlands of Texas coast, they grew from a small regional club into a global powerhouse with chapters in over 20 countries. But behind the fat Mexican patch lies the history of military discipline, territory disputes for days, and a code of silence that's rarely broken. Forget the big city lights of Houston or Dallas. This story actually starts on March 4th, 1966, in the tiny fishing village.
I've always
of
found that fun goes hand in hand.
Where we going? What the hell? Hagrid?
Chambers was a 36-year-old Marine veteran who felt like the existing biker scene at the time was way too soft. He wanted a brotherhood built on Marine Corps values. And in fact, he chose the club's iconic red and
What the
white
hell?
specifically to honor the official colors of the U.S. Marines. From day one, this wasn't a social club.
Why don't we have a
The structure of a paramilitary unit. Then there's the patch, the fat Mexican, a bandit, carrying a machete and a pistol. Legend says that Chambers was inspired by a mascot from the era. As they grew, they adopted the 1% attack and a badge of
Akito.
a small fraction of life living outside of society's rules. And in Texas, they were the law forever. The club's dominance is legendary. It's well
Is it
known
over?
that no other organization can wear Texas bottom rocker on their vest without the Banditos' blessing or be ready to go to war. According to various reports, this unwritten law
Might be a natural at this.
tension and headlines across the street. From everything you've seen in Texas history on the news, it all stems from this.
There is no sport or playing without some friendly competition.
Expanding into
Miss Malay, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
Many people missed. In 2007, the club actually split. The American chapter became autonomous, but the international one. Eventually, changing their patch design in 2011 to show their independence from the chapters overseas. Even today, they rule with iron fist and have went to war with so many clubs in the state and government agencies classify them as an outlaw motorcycle gang. So on this program, we say club, but this is what they are considered to law enforcement. In Texas, you will see them at community events, charity toy drives, and local fundraisers. Like most big
That's right.
Now we're going to get into some of the other clubs that have storied history with them over territory. The Cossacks MC. When you talk about the history of Texas streets, you have to talk about the Cossacks MC. Founded in 1969 in Tyler, Texas. They have been a fixture of the state's motorcycle culture for over half a century. But for the general public, their name became household news on May 17th, 2015. Following a day of people that changed the landscape of Texas law enforcement and biker culture.
And we both did very, very good. That's crazy. It's a tie right now. What the hell?
For decades, it was widely respected as an unwritten law that the Banditos controlled the state's bottom rocker. But around 2013, the Cossacks began wearing the Texas
a bit more interesting.
This wasn't just a style choice. In the world of the 1%, it was a direct challenge to the hierarchy. The tension built for 2 years from reports of roadside crashes and heated encounters across North Texas. It all came to an end at the Twin Peaks restaurant in Wingo, a meeting of the Texas Confederation of Clubs and Independents scheduled, and members of both the Banditos and the Cossacks, along with several other clubs, showed up in force. The facts of that afternoon are heavy. What started as a dispute in the parking lot, reportedly over a motorcycle or a clipped foot, turned into a massive shootout. When the smoke cleared, 9 people were dead, 20 others were injured. And
That's right.
People and abandoned bikes. It was one of the wildest public clashes between motorcycle clubs in American history. Now, on the inside of that, a lot of people say that the cops were the first ones to let off shots. They rounded up 177 people, hitting them with organized crime charges and selling bonds at $1 million each. It was a massive legal battle that lasted years. And eventually, the vast majority of those charges were dismissed or dropped. Why? Because nobody talked, so everybody walked. Today, the Cossacks are in a powerful presence in the state, particularly in East and North Texas. Now let's talk about the Beast MG. In the streets of East Texas, concrete jungle of Houston, a neighborhood been ringing out that the old guard didn't see coming. Pause. Beast MG, also known as Brothers East. These guys didn't just ask for a seat at the table, they took it. While most clubs in Texas have spent decades playing by the established rules, Beast established themselves by standing their ground when the pressure was at its peak. To understand how they got respected, you have to look at the turf. Starting out around Channelview in the Houston area, Beast reportedly grew fast, pulling in members who were ready to ride under their own flag. But in Texas, if you are not support for the red and gold, you are seen as a target. All the clubs are going to be against you that are in that coalition. Law enforcement reports allege that by 2019, a full-blown turf war erupted between the Banditos and Beast. The streets got hot, and we're talking about alleged smash-on-site orders and high-stakes retaliation that played out on public highways and in local bars. In one major federal indictment, it was alleged that the Banditos formed a specific chapter just to handle the beach problems, to try to maintain their monopoly.
I tried everything from
But the Beast didn't fold. They kept their
My mother
patches on
listed
and their
of the
bikes
petition
on the
to
roads,
be
earning a reputation
before
for
I
being
knew
one of
it,
the few
we
clubs
left Uganda
willing to
and
go
were
to
halfway
war
around
to
the
what
world.
they believe.
It's crazy to think there's a literal magic school in Uganda. Like, what the heck?
With their presence in places like Beaumont and Houston, Beats made their
It's like
claim
they
that
do
the
a
old
castle,
monopoly
like
is
Hogwarts.
being
It's
challenged.
aggressive,
Today, the
mountains of
name BeatsMG is
It is not
synonymous
so much a
with
castle
a
as
Texas
a
rider
beautiful
who
edifice
stayed
carved
true
out
to
of
their
the
brotherhood,
mountainside.
regardless
That
I
of
sounds
remember
dope
my
as
first
shit.
time I saw it.
they
The
refuse to
mist
be
was so
anyone's
thick
support
they could
club.
hardly
And when
make
you
out
see them
anything
hitting the
they saw.
slab, you're looking
And
at a
villagers
crew that stood in the
several
fire
nights
and
before
came
me.
out on the other
This
side. Now
enormous
let's talk about a
school
club
that
that did a
seemed to be
similar
fluid
thing.
in
Real
winter.
quick, if you enjoy MC Culture content, smash that like and that subscribe button and get your Bosavelli motorcycle riding mask, Paisley gloves,
Crazy an odd
Human
question.
Grove snapbacks in all colors, track races, you got it all. You can get it on
But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
www.demonsroad.com.
Hardly anyone at driving this is with me.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is what they want. I must admit, however, that I am quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Very dramatic. That's
It's nice to
crazy.
learn about a nice in school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you
If
would.
you're so inclined. You wanted to speak with me, Professor.
Does your first travels lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
All righty then, George.
Hello there.
Where's the treasure? What the hell? Whatever, George.
And then the werewolves join the goblin dance.
Damn. Wait, what the hell is happening? Oh, that was severe lag.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
All the L's have like the D names. The hell?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hackett and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a stream.
Trying to gaslight the boy. What the fuck?
Continue to become what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your class well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Saller or Thaonai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him, his associates, including his right-hand thoughts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Having finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle door. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can have butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Wait, what the hell?
Ah, there you are.
You have a spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems that that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside us in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for the see through and then back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying pitch is.
Mm. Woo. Super glitchy. What the hell?
Flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant. I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now.
Some vigor.
Yes, sir. Remember, your wand is a
Oh.
conduit of your magic.
It's finally the most different one I've seen so far.
That's it. Very good. Clara, nicely done. Works like a charm, isn't it?
Big Sage like, so you already know the hell we rocking, y'all. Keep these episodes light. You already know we rocking, man. All right, let's see what's happening. This shit is glitchy as shit. Damn. Yo, the Switch version is definitely not as crispy as the PS5 version. I can't even lie. It was cheap though.
Hello, looking for me?
Sassy, I hope I kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley told me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.